Thank you guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to say thank you for always watching my tutorials. Today I'm going to be teaching us product manipulation. I did this one for Nivea, and the design is a bit of, how will I put it, kind of complicated, but if you stay tuned to this tutorial to the end, I'm going to explain how I go about the whole process. So stay with me guys. Let's go into the order of the day. So the first thing I'm going to be doing here, I want us to draw out the box. As you can see, the Nivea product, the roll-on is standing on the box. In fact, that's the major work in this design, because I draw out the box myself and I did it from the scratch. So I'm going to take you through the process. The first thing I did, I come here. Can you see Bezier tools? Bezier tools, you can use it to draw and do many things if you want. So the first thing I do here is to draw out the box. So just stay with me while I draw it out. Just stay with me guys while I draw it out. So after drawing, I'm going to use my F10, which is my shape tools, to perfect the drawing properly. Next thing I'm going to do here is to click on this one and come like this. Can you see how I'm doing it? I'm using my shape tools to draw it out, and after that I use my F10 to perfect it. So just stay with me guys. This is too up. Let me take it down a bit, and come like this. This one too should come a bit down. I think this is the most difficult part in this design. So once you get the shape correctly, the rest is a minor thing. So just stay with me while I go about the drawing. Can you see what I'm doing? So let me give it a color, but I'm not done. But let me give it a color so we can understand what I'm doing. Let me give it a color. So I'm trying to give it a deep yellow because that's what I'm working with. Let me give it a color. So the second part is this flap here. Just tell me guys. You have to zoom it properly so you can get the edges. Can you see what I'm doing? You have to zoom it properly so you can get the edges. I'm going to do the same thing for this side here. As you can see, I'm zooming it so I can see the edges and the ending point. So guys, can you see gradually we are getting close to it? So what I'm about to do now, I want to change the colors. So the color I'm working with, I picked the color from the Nivea itself. As you can see the color. So I'm going to come here, my color eye drop tools. I'll click on it, then click on Nivea, then drop it on the work area here on the page. Can you see it? So now let me just work on the background so we can continue from there. So I'm going to come here. Don't forget, I pick the color ice brown here, then click on the roll up itself and drop it on the rectangle here. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to come down to this color area down here. Can you see color area? Then I'm going to click on my fountain fill. I've done it before, so what I just did here, I click on this part, then come down here and pick and drag it down to this royal blue. That's why I have this fill in the middle. Can you see it? So the next thing I'm going to do is to click my OK. Now let's go back to our box. So I'm not done. The next thing I'm going to do is to remove the outlines. Let's remove the outlines. But before I remove the outline, I need to change the colors because the colors look alike. So let's change the colors. For I'm going to be using this color. The color on the background, I'm going to be using it at the side here. Color fill. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to reciprocate the same thing here. Color fill. Now let me remove the background. Let me come here. Let me change. So what I did here, after I pick the background color, so I come here and change the fountain to this one here. I use a conical fountain. That's what I use here. Conical fountain. Can you see it? So now let me remove the outline. Let me remove the outline. This one here. I use a normal fountain fill here. Normal fountain fill, that's what I use here. So let me remove the outline on this one also. Can you see? I've removed the outline. So the next thing I'm going to do here is still going to come down here, still draw out another box. Just stay with me, guys. I'm trying to draw out another box. These are the things that make the box look real. I'm trying to draw out another box and give it a white color. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Give it a white color. So after that, I'm going to come here, come straight down to my bitmap. I'm going to bitmap it here, and after that I'm going to go to my blur under bitmap and blur it a bit. It's too much. Let me go back, blur it off a bit. This is okay. Then after blurring it, I'm going to come to my transparent tools here and fade it from the down here. I don't need it to be too full. Fade it out. Let me move the outline on this top. So after I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate this one, the white, and reverse it and put it on the other side. I'm going to put it here. Let me rotate it properly. It will fit in. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Can you see what I'm doing? So let me zoom it out so I can align it here. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to come here. I'm going to do the same thing here. Draw out a white box. Don't forget a white box. Turn it to white. I'm going to go to my bitmap as usual. Convert to bitmap. The next thing, don't forget, is to blur it out. And after blurring, I'm going to go to my transparent tools and fade it out. And fade it out. Now let me move the outline. There's outline here. This is the most difficult part in this design. Once we are done with this, the rest is a minor thing. So You need to know how to use your bezier tools properly before you can achieve this. You need to know how to use your bezier tools. So now the next thing I'm going to do here is this guy here. So I'm going to duplicate this rectangle here. Just stay with me, guys. Or let me just draw that one out so you can understand. So I'm going to click from here to here to here to the side. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? I drew out another one. Now I'm going to give it a black color. All this thing I'm doing, don't forget, is to make the box look real. So after giving the black color, I'm going to use my transparent tools to fade it out. Fade it so well. I want the black feel to come from the side. This is what I want to achieve, guys. So I'm going to do the same thing at this corner here. Go to my bezier tools, click here, click here, click here, click here, and click here. And after that, I use my F10 to perfect it. Give it a black color. Then come down here, use my transparent tools as usual again to fade it so well. Can you see what we have, guys? Gradually we are getting there. So just stay with me, guys. Gradually we are getting there. So let me perfect this part. Let me adjust it a bit. Gradually we are getting there. Let me perfect it. Let me change this blue. This is not the blue I used. Let me change this blue to something darker. Okay. We are getting close to it, guys. Let me try and make this one too darker a bit. So I pick the background and I drop it here. I need it to be very dark. So now let's arrange. Now we have our box. Now let's arrange what we have here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to increase the box. I'm going to increase it so well. There's something I've not done, which is very important. So let's come here. I need a bit of shadow below this box. No, it's a box. A bit of something darker below it. So we're still going to draw it out. I told you this thing is the box is the most hardest part of this thing. So I'm going to give it a black color. Let me zoom out so we can see properly. A black color. Can you see black color? Let me try and use 100% black so you guys can see it so well. A black color. Let me do this one 100% black too. 100% black. Can you see what we have, guys? So I just make it a black color. So it's more like a shadow below what we have. So now the next thing I'm going to do here now is to arrange our products. So I'm going to increase it more bigger. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? And after that, I'm going to come here, pick my rectangle tools, draw it out here. I need to cover the below, then give it a black color. Then come to my transparent tools also. I'm going to use to fade it in. I need the black fill to fill up the down part. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Can you see what I'm doing? So after that, let's place our products on the rectangle. Let's place it on the rectangle. I need you to stay tuned, guys. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, guys, kindly subscribe so you can understand every bit of what I'm teaching you guys. If you didn't subscribe, you won't understand. So please kindly show love and subscribe. So now the next thing I'm going to do here, let's draw out. This one too is one of the most hard parts in this tutorial. So let's draw out. We have something more like a cursive flip holding the roll on. So the same thing, don't forget bezier tools. Can you see? I use my bezier tool. So the next thing, I'm going to pick the same thing I pick, the background color. I'm going to pick the background color and put it inside. Can you see? How do I do about that? I right click on the background color and drag it. As you can see, copy fill. I click on it and I have this on it. So let me draw the second one. Go to my bezier tools. Then I look at it properly from here. And I drew it up like this. Then I come down a bit. And I drew it again. I make sure that it's not covering the logo. So you have to watch out for that. And I close it up like this. And the next thing I do here, I pick the color from this side and I reciprocate it here. Copy fill. Can you see? Now I just have the color on both sides. Now this is the part I want you to see, guys. Pay attention to details. So let me remove the outline. Come here and go to these times here and remove the outline. Now it's not looking real. So what you're going to do now to make this thing look real, you have to add some light effect on it. So you still go to your bezier tools. I mean, this tutorial will make you know how to use your bezier tools by force by fire. So you draw out a small rectangle at the middle. What I want to do here now is a light effect. After you use your bezier tool, you have to zoom out and see if it's perfect. If it's not perfect, you double click on it and use your F10 to perfect it. Then after that, you come down here. Let's do something lighter. This one is lighter blue. Then after that, you come here, you go to your transparent tools here, click on, can you see what I'm doing, guys? Then after that, you go to your bitmap, click on bitmap and click OK. Then after that, you go to your transparent tools again, you fade the both sides so it won't be too sharp. I faded this part. After you fade it, you go to your bitmap again to convert, because if you didn't convert it, if you want to do the other side, it will be disturbing. You won't get it perfect. So now let me do the other side now. So I just did my light effect. Can you see what I have? So this light effect is very important. This is what will make it look real. So I'm going to just do the same thing here. So let's draw it out fast so we can wrap up with this part. Let me draw the light effect here also. You have to be patient if you want to achieve this design. You have to be patient. It's very detailed, but at the end of the day, you will love the outcome, guys. So the same thing applies. I click on this one, go to my transparent tools, click on my uniform transparent, then come to bitmap, convert to bitmap. Then after that, I use my transparent tools to fade the both sides. That's how to get the light effect. When you do the first side, you go back to your bitmap and convert to bitmap. Then after that, you go to the other part again and fade it off properly. Make sure it's well faded, that the both edges are not too sharp. Now I've added the light effect on the other side. Now there's something here. This one here, there is a bit of something cursive at this corner here. So let me just do that right away. I have something cursive here. This cursive is showing more as if it's coming from the below, like the finish points of this one here. This one I'm clicking, like it's coming out from here. So let's just use our F10 to perfect this guy here and do something good. So I'm going to curve here. You right click and curve. I'm going to curve this side too. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Just pay attention to details. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe so you understand my tutorial. If you didn't subscribe, guys, you will not understand. It's as simple as that. And I will not say this thing more than just, I will not repeat myself. If you didn't subscribe, you will not understand. So now what I'm going to do here, the same thing. I'm going to pick this color here, this one, and drag it here and click on copy fill. Then let me remove the outline. I just removed the outline. So guys, what next? We still have some place we need to put our light effect, like two places or 3 places. So just stay with me, guys. So I'm going to click on my bezier tools as usual. I need my light effect here, and I also need to work on this guy here. Let me see if I can add a bit of something lighter here. I need something lighter at the mouth. No, don't change my design, man. Don't change my design for me. So I need something lighter at the edge because that place is cursive. I need something lighter at the edge, so I'm going to come here, pick a bit of lights design. Then I'm going to change it from good. I'm going to change it from, I need something lighter. Something lighter. Can you see what I'm getting? Can you see what I'm getting? So let me drag this one. I need it to be darker. I need it darker. Good. Let me just take it out a bit. It's too much. Let me go in a bit. A bit. I think it's okay like this because that part is going inside, so I need that light effect at the edge. You have to be very creative to achieve this thing, guys. So let's put the light effect very close to that part. The light effect very close to this part. I hope you remember how we did it the last time. The same way you come here. Let's remove the outline. Then you go to your pick tools, go to your transparent tools, give it transparent, go to bitmap, convert to bitmap, and after you convert, you go to your transparent again and fade the both side. Don't forget, you fade the both side. When you fade the both side, you go back to your bitmap again and you fade the other side. This design, I won't say it's simple, but if you follow the process, you can achieve it yourself and you can get it exactly like this. So I just have to add a light effect to 2 places. I'm going to add a light effect here. This edge is here. Let's add a light effect. The beauty of the light effect is that it makes it look real. You know, you can't be doing something that is not looking real. I mean, it makes it look real. So the same thing applies here. Go to bitmap, convert to bitmap. After bitmap, use your transparent tools to fade the first side. After that, you go back to your bitmap. Then you do the same thing on the other side. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Let me zoom out so you can see what we have. The last part here is this place, this small one coming out here. So let's add a bit of light effect. Let me zoom out so you guys can see. Let me zoom in rather. So let's add a bit of light effect here. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Here you make it curve so it will look perfect on the edges. Curve. Then after that, we change the color from here as usual. Come to transparent tools, click on uniform, then go to your bitmap, convert to bitmap. And after you convert, use your transparent tools to fade the both side. Go to bitmap again, convert to bitmap, then you fade the other side too. Can you see what we have, guys? Now let me do it properly. And that is it, guys. Now we just arrange the roll up itself. Can you see what we have, guys? The next thing I'm going to do here is to flip the roll up downwards. I want to do a reflection downwards. Then I'm going to click on my transparent tools. This one is called reflection. So let's zoom out. Reflection. Zoom out. I'm using my transparent tools for this. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? Now, let me still take it up. It's still obvious. Let me take it a bit up. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. Can you see what we have? Then after that, I'm going to come here again because I want something like shadow to show a bit of reflection. So I'm going to come here. Use my bezier tools, don't forget. We use a lot of bezier tools in this design. So I'm going to click on black. Can you see? This is 80%. I need 100%. 100%. Can you see that I use my transparent tools to blend it and fade it out? What I want to achieve here is more like a shadow reflection. Can you see what we have, guys? Can you see what we have? So let me reduce this one to go below. Can you see what we have, guys? We are getting there. Just pay attention to details. So the next thing I'm going to do here, let me pick the logo. The logo is here. Let's put the logo here. Can you see? Let's put the logo here. Now we have two leaf. We have leaf, rather. I said two leaf. Okay, let me just arrange this. So this is a water splash. So why do I use this water splash? I just put it on the background and increase it, make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger so well, and make it so obvious. It's a water splash. I just increase it below, then go to my transparent tools and fade it. This is what I did on the background, and fade it out. Can you see what I did on the background? I used a water splash and I increased it and make sure it's big enough. Can you see what we have at the background? If you want any of these resources, just let me know in the comment section. I'm going to send you the file. So this leaf now, so what I did for this leaf particularly, I duplicate it twice. I use my Ctrl D. I can also use copy and paste. So I place one here, I rotate it like this. I place one here, I increase it a bit and make it bigger. I place one here. So I'm going to use my F10 to crop it out because I don't want it to be too big. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to blur it. So how do you blur? First of all, bitmap it. I need to be blur, it's too sharp. Then I'm going to go to my blur here. Blur, can you see it? Gaussian blur. Let's take it up so you can see how blur it is. I want to make it blur. It's too much. It's too sharp. Now it's okay. So I blew it out. So it will be too sharp. Let me fix it. I blew it out. So I'm going to duplicate the same leaf here and rotate it to fade the side. The same leaf. That's what I use. The same leaf. I duplicate it and reduce it. Let me make it perfect at the edges. And reduce it so it won't be touching the box. Can you see what we have, guys? We are getting there. We are getting there. So the next thing I'm going to do here, I have this right up here, so it's going to be here. So it's white in color. Let me remove the color in this one. I don't need the color. It's the outline I needed. It's the outline I need. So let's remove the color inside that box. It's the outline I need. Let's remove the color and give it outline. Let me turn this one to white. There's an outline on it. I don't need the outline, just white. Can you see what we have, guys? Oh, it's not even white. Let me turn it to this color. Can you see what we have, guys? So stay with me. We are wrapping up gradually. We are wrapping up. So the next thing I'm going to do here, which is the last part, is to duplicate the box. I want the box to be duplicated. So how do I go about that? I should have done that from the beginning, but it's not too late. So I just come here, I light the box and duplicate it outside. let me delete this shadow on it. So after I duplicate it, the next thing I'm going to do here is make it many. Let me take the shadow of that Nivea. I want it on that box. The shadow, I want it. It's not showing. Let me copy it again. I want the shadow on that box. No, don't go too far. Let me duplicate it properly. I want the shadow on it. I can't see my Nivea. Why is my Nivea not coming out? Okay, let me just copy it myself. Okay, the black is covering my shadow. Okay, I know what to do, guys. So let me just highlight it from outside. Let me pack as many I can pack. I will delete it outside. My Nivea is not showing. I want to pack the Nivea. I like the reflection of the Nivea on the box. What I'm going to do, this is it. I'm going to do it separately. So let's just delete other things we don't need. Let's delete other things we don't need. Let's delete other things we don't need. Delete and delete. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to group the box together. Then I will reduce it so well. Then come here, drop it down here, and page down. You hold down your shift and click on page down on the keyboard. Then I'm going to go to my background, page down my background, undo, page down my background. Now I have the box here. As you can see, look at it here. Can you see the box here? This is the box here. I want this black to flare up. I don't want the box to show at the edges. I want the black to cover them. I don't want there below to show. I need the black to cover it up. I don't want it too obvious. So I'm going to do the same thing at this side. Put the box here. I'm also going to page it down where I did the previous one. Zoom out, click, then page down the background itself. Can you see the box here? That's not all. I'm going to arrange it. The last thing I'm going to do is to duplicate it and rotate it. And place it here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to power clip the box into the background. I'm going to power click it into the background. So I've power click it, so I'll hold down my control and click on the rectangle on the background itself. Now I'm inside my power clip. I'm going to arrange it on the box like this. I need it to be on the box. This is what I want. This is what I want to achieve. Can you see, guys? Can you see what we have? Can you see what we have? It's so simple like that. So now we have the box below. We have the flowers. We have everything well arranged. If there's anything you don't understand in this design, you can place your question on the comment section, and trust me, I'm going to reply all your messages and all your questions. We just did a product manipulation for Nivea